Hey there, Big Brother fans. We have got the info you need on today's veto meeting. We won't see this on CBS until the Tuesday episode when they'll show the veto comp and veto meeting. But in real time, the veto comp played on Saturday in the BB25 house, and the veto meeting was held today on Monday, the 30th. So let's dig in and see what happened and whether the medallion was used. But hey, if you haven't already, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our updates. So in case you slept through Sunday's episode, Matt Klotz is this week's head of household. He nominated Felicia and Cirie, and there's been debate over who they should send out. Matt initially really wanted to keep Cirie, but Jag wanted her gone. And it is true that she has a stronger game and much better jury management than Felicia, but Mama Fee has annoyed the other house guest a lot. So on Friday night, they played the veto comp and Jag won it. Apparently, there was some sort of water element to the veto competition because he was subsequently joking that he beat Olympic swimmer Matt in a water challenge. Now, Jag has got the medallion, and let's be real, if he played it, that would mean that Bowie Jane would go up on the block. Neither Jag nor Matt want to put Bowie at risk because she's their backpack goat that they're dragging to the end because they are sure, and they are correct, that either of them can beat her. I don't see how they couldn't. So now, though, it's Monday, and we've got the veto meeting results to report. Of interest is that apparently Cirie did pretty well in the veto comp, although she didn't win it. So Jag and Bowie started pressing this theory that she's been sandbagging and could win crucial comps late in the game, putting their final three at risk. But as far as I can see, what Jag and Bowie are doing is they're trying to get Cirie away from Matt because they see that she has some influence over him, and so they want Cirie gone, and it's nothing to do with comps. Let's be clear. That's my theory. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm hearing. That's the vibe that I have. Matt told Cirie if she or him or Felicia won the veto, then he could make a backdoor move against Bowie Jane. But if she or Jag won it, the Noms would stay the same and Felicia would go home. That has kept Cirie pretty relaxed, and she has been assuming Felicia will go since Jag won POV and she knows Noms will stay the same. But now Cirie is starting to suspect that something is up just because of conversations going on and the tone and how they're interacting with Felicia. So also of interest is Cirie put the bug in Matt's ear that Bowie and Jag may target him, and given the chance, Bowie may take Felicia to final two because she's the only one that Bowie could actually beat in the end. And that's probably accurate. I mean, that's actually solid info that Cirie is giving him. And then on Sunday, leading up to this meeting, there was a bit of a booze battle in the BB25 house. And I have to say, it sounds like Bowie is being a real petty Betty. So she's got a bottle of wine upstairs, and so does Matt. That's 2 bottles of hooch. They do not intend to share it with Felicia and Cirie, even though the 2 ladies know they have these bottles. Then Sunday night, Big Brother gave them a bottle of wine and 2 beers. And guess what? Bowie and Jag ran down there, grabbed it up, and made a big show of opening the bottle and pouring out 5 glasses. Why not just give that bottle to Felicia and Cirie? Why take 3 of the glasses of it? I mean, that behavior is so selfish, so petty, and just downright nasty to me, especially when they know these women are going to jury and they're going to want their votes, right? And Bowie and Jag doing that is just throwing more votes Matt's way if he does wind up in final 2. Also, Bowie grabbed the 2 beers. why not just leave it all and tell Cirie and Felicia, we've got wine, you guys have this, Bowie's attitude is that Felicia and Cirie have been sandbagging on comps all season long while forcing them to get blood on their hands so they don't deserve any wine. That is just so extreme and outrageous, It's nasty, and it's a rationalization, and it's a hindsight, retroactive history version. I don't like it. So, from what I'm hearing and seeing on the live feeds, the final three, their egos have just gotten way, way out of hand. When you're in a position of power, that's when your true colors show, in my opinion and experience. Because when you're not in a position of power, you have to be nice to people. When you're in a position of power, you don't have to be. You should be, but you don't have to be. So Bowie in particular is showing some really, really nasty aspects of her personality. I did like her, but the further into BB25 that we go, the more I do not. And I'm not certain that she is not the one who's been sandbagging in comps, because she's had two meat shields in the form of Jag and Matt in front of her, So at Monday's veto meeting, of course, Jag Bains did not use the veto medallion, and that means Felicia and Cirie are this week's final nominees. Apparently, and bizarrely, Mama Fee was holding out some sort of hope that Jag might play it, but Cirie wrote her a reality check more than once and said, look, if they wanted Bowie on the block, she'd be on the block. Those are facts, Even though Felicia's attitude and pot stirring has the final three Mafia alliance annoyed, Jag and Bowie have convinced Matt that Cirie is more dangerous and has been throwing comps. Let's be real. Her chip wasn't pulled for any veto comp. She was even so curious, she had them check and see if there was actually a chip in there with her name on it. So she has gotten to play in HOH comps and, this last veto comp. So what Bowie and Jag don't like really is how much Matt likes Cirie, so they want her gone. And to be fair, in her past reality show experiences, Jared's mama has definitely played mom to other players, both male and female. That is part of her strategy. So, some people think that her strategy's just been outed, but Matt isn't thinking like that. He doesn't even know about that. He thinks, that they have a genuine connection, and Bowie and Jag are just trying to break that connection so they have more control over him and his game. I am absolutely fascinated to see how next week goes. At this point, Felicia is the one I really want to see head of household, because I want to see those smug smiles wiped off Bowie and Jag's faces, and, Matt to some extent, but we'll see. So come back soon for more Big Brother 25 updates right here. Definitely drop your comments on what you think about this behavior over the wine. I just think it's awful and petty, and at this point, stupid, because, jury management. Click subscribe if you haven't already, and definitely tell me who you're hoping to see win HOH next week, and whether, that will change the game. Thanks for tuning in. This has been Big Brother Junkie.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.